"I saw him, sir, under the apple tree, plain as anything. Such a shock it gave me." Isla was the QA on the production line. I could see she was too upset to work, so I called her into my office and poured her a coffee. "Plenty have seen Mr. Cooper's ghost before you," I reassured her. "He haunts the apple tree he planted outside when he founded this company. Coopers have been making cider in these parts for a century and growing apples for longer than that. That's his name on your badge." My workers all wore the Cooper's Cider logo, a rosy apple in a sun-tanned hand. "He looked," she said, hesitantly, "so sad." "It's a sad story," I said. "Don't worry about the rest of your shift. You've had a fright and you need to calm yourself." She nibbled on a shortbread while I told her the story. Brinmore Cooper wanted to share his good fortune, so he adopted a little boy, dark-haired he was, bought at the marketplace for an old farthing and named Hammett. Isla sniffled, but was no longer shaking. Such tragedies followed. Brinmore's older son fell out of a window. His younger daughter died in the cradle, then his wife sickened. How awful. It got worse. Brinmore took a turn and died soon after his wife. And of a similar sickness, very mysterious. The family didn't want Hammett to inherit the business. They came to Pomona House to change the will. Isla's eyes widened. Was that the big fire? I nodded. That apple tree is all that's left of Brinmore Cooper's estate. So, Hammett inherited the business? I suppose he did. How nice of Mr. Cooper, said Isla, watching over the business from his old tree. I walked Isla back to the factory floor, then crossed over the busy road to stand under the tree. It was a fine autumn morning, and the town was scented with ripening apples. Still there, are you, you old fool? I murmured. The branches shifted in the breeze. An apple dropped on the grass. I picked it up, took a bite, whilst I contemplated my factory. I've insured it for a fortune. A worm wriggled out of my apple core. I threw it away. This time, Father, I told the rustling branches, I'll make sure your wretched tree burns down too.